Here's my pack of physical books that I've read in the past 4 years. Gabriel, here's some of them. Raphael, this one. Apocrypha, Dave Dobbins songbook. Yay! Hiding in Unnatural Happiness. That's like a Hindu one. Morrigan. Bullied Back to Life. Workplace Survival Guide. Asperger's. Obviously the Holy Bible. An Asperger Marriage. Celtic Gods and Goddesses. Journey of Self-Discovery. It's got a picture of Krishna, as you can see. Rosetta. Legacy, a book about the All Blacks. Te Arawa. Te Arawa, A History of a People. That's the name of my tribe. Māori tribe, that is. A bunch of other ones in here too. Asperger's from the Inside Out. It's now called High Functioning Autism, or Forrest Gump. Was it Gump and Co? That's part 2. I listened to part 1 online. I get books when I can't access the free version of an audiobook online. So once I've here's what's left. So the 4 books I want to listen to is the Wicked series, and I'm currently halfway through the volume 3, which is A Lion Among Men. The first one is Wicked, The Life and Times of Elphaba, The Wicked Witch of the West. Second one is Son of a Witch. That's her son's story. A Lion Among Men is the with Burr, who thinks he's the cowardly lion, but he's not. So once we finish Rules for Patriots, and on the phone that's Kindle, as well as the 4 books of Wicked, start digging into this. See how thick it is. That's all the different books. Rules for Radicals at Night Time. Got to know those who don't agree with you. Sorry, can't remember where we were at. Any flaws that you don't know that you had must be dealt with. Any false beliefs or even outdated beliefs that no longer serve you, and as an ADHD person, yes, I'm going by that neurological name tag now. It's ruthless. It's absolutely ruthless to your past self to get rid of the beliefs and views of the world that were the perfect belief systems for them to have, because it fitted their life experiences up until then. It's like every time you level up, you must bury your old self. Everything that fits the new you is what you must keep, and everything that no longer serves you must die. And it is a death, my friend. It is a death, especially for someone like me, someone who has ADHD, which is an admixture of autism and ADHD. For desire for change is potent through my ADHD, but my desire for structure and keeping things the way they are, my narrow focus, comes from my autism. But my desire for structure and keeping things the same is pure autism. ADHD gives me the ability to hyper-focus on something for 2 to 4 hours at any given time, whilst the special interest aspect of autism means that outside of my necessary day-to-day tasks and making time for others and being there for others when they need me, and I mean people who are close to me, not just some random off the street, Unless, of course, it's a godsend. It's a God moment where somebody is in a crossroads in their life, and it's a crossroads that they didn't see coming, and I have life experience in what they are dealing with. Then yes, I'll give them all of my knowledge. I'll tell them everything I know, and I will sit there and talk with them and give them my knowledge, and out of the goodness of my own heart, providing I have the time to do it, and I'm not going to a work meeting or a sports training or something like that. In that case, I'll just give them some nuggets of wisdom, as well as guide them to some YouTube content that relates. But anyway, apart from these things and my day-to-day tasks, my special interests are my life, and I have always been involved with some form of spirituality, some form of fitness, as well as some form of creativity, whether that be social media posts or putting together sounds and lyrics for my songs and albums, writing books, reading books, watching podcasts, studying psychology on YouTube and TikTok, amongst other things. All of the structure and special interest side of myself comes from my autism, and when these structures and belief systems no longer are beneficial for me, it is a war of mass proportions for me to change my beliefs and change my routine. It is a war, because it feels like I'm dying. I'm dying. It feels like I'm dying. I get to this point of exhaustion due to change, but my ADHD side of myself loves novelty, risk-taking, chaos, and change. So I pattern my life to meet my ADHD needs and my autistic needs. Thus, I meet my ADHD needs. I set out 4 or 5 things daily, goals that I need to accomplish that are the same every single day. I always pick 2 of the same 3 meats every week. I always purchase lemons, bananas, and either apples or oranges each week. I'll pick 2 or 3 sauces and either or dressings each week. But my rooms for my adaptation kick in to meet my ADHD needs when it comes to Krav Maga and basketball. I'll throw out the old way of doing things immediately if I am being taught, or if I can see a much better way of doing things. Apart from my basketball and Krav Maga, I have my 4 or 5 goals I have to achieve every day. But outside of that, it's all freelancing. Well, I'm mixing the basketball, Krav Maga, and other things for other stuff, and then there's freelancing. Meaning, who knows? It's all freelancing. As you can see, my autism and my ADHD complement each other. An admixture of novelty, risk-taking, discipline, structure, routine, deep knowledge on all aspects of all special interests I've ever had, and fast adaptability when it comes to sports. But when my old structures and my old routines change, it's like a slow, lingering death for the autistic side of me. But it needs to happen. It's so damn hard. But I'm happy for the ADHD side of me that seeks novelty. It's a risk taker and is in it for the ride, because that's the side that gets me through. That's the side that gets me through. But when it comes to discipline, structure, routine, consistency, and gaining a deep knowledge of things, it's my autistic side that gets me through. It's my autistic side that gets me through. That keeps me on the straight and narrow. That keeps me disciplined. But then yet again, if ADHD people weren't disciplined, what's there to say about all those athletes? But anyway, learn from your losses. Learn all of the lessons. Dig down into the depth of your core being, and after thoughtful, careful consideration, rid yourself and say goodbye to any beliefs, any structures, any routines, or any ways of doing things that no longer benefit your life, or at the very least, won't help you get to the next level. Have